Here we are. Welcome, 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 everyone. And it is Wednesday at noon here in California. And I'm super excited to be here. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay and see me okay, and we are going to jump right in. I see that Jeanette has just joined us, and Judy's here, and Roberta's here from North Carolina. It's wonderful to see you all here today. So I am Anne LaFollette, and I am a service designer, an artist, and a creative entrepreneur. And a couple times a year, in May and then again in October, I offer this fabulous course called From Doodles to Dollars. And this year, because it's 2022, it's completely brand new. And I'm super, super excited to offer it to all of you. And thank you for giving me a heads up that I am coming through loud and clear. I really appreciate that, Elaine. Thank you so much. And I am just back from Paris, and I did actually get this beautiful new blouse from Paris. That's the only thing I brought home for myself. And I'm super, super excited to be live with you today. For the last several weeks, I've had a guest with me, right? I've had one of my students coming on to tell you about what they are doing in surface design. But today I wanted to make sure that I could answer any questions that you have about the Doodles workshop, walk you actually through the enrollment process in case you haven't enrolled already. And news flash, I've added the daily schedule. And so I want to show you where you can download it so that you actually understand where everything is. So the great thing is that everything starts next Monday, right? Everything starts on May 9th. And so, Diane, I see your comment. This is Diane that says she can't see or hear anything. You might need to refresh your screen, or if you're on your phone, you might need to scroll down and make sure that it refreshes for you. And so Doodles is really, really fun. Thank you, Janelle. Doodles is going to be a totally different experience this year for everybody. So if you've taken it in the past, you definitely want to sign up to take the new course. And I'm super excited about it. So the first thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to share my screen and just show you the enrollment page. I think that many of you, I recognize your names already. You may have signed up, which is fantastic. You don't have to enroll again. But if you haven't enrolled, I want to show you kind of what happens when you go through the enrollment process. And I want to show you the new schedule that you can actually download, because I was getting a lot of questions about, well, I know it starts on May 9th, but what time does it start on May 9th? Now, before I even do that, I just want to say how incredibly grateful I am to have so many of you here with me live today. And of course, if you're busy and you are watching the replay, you are very, very welcome here as well. The great thing about these live broadcasts is they are automatically recorded by Facebook, which means I can send the replay out and with a link to the replay. And that's actually how some of the live sessions during the workshop will also work. So without any further ado, let me make sure that I share my screen, that I show you exactly what the sign-up page looks like, and then I'm going to show you where I added the schedule, and I'll walk you through the schedule so all the details are clear. And then if you've got any questions after that, please let me know, and I will. Hello, Dell, and I will, and I'll answer them. So I'm going to do this magic thing where I can click a button on my screen, and now you are going to see the actual sign up URL, which you're probably already familiar with, but it's members.artwithanne.com/doodles. And when you land on this page, whether you're actually doing it from a desktop or you're doing it from a phone, you want to make sure you scroll down, right? Because there's additional information down here, including, ta-da, the actual daily schedule, so that you know exactly how everything is going to work. So this section right here, this blue section with this big calendar, this is brand new. I added this morning because I was getting a lot of questions about, okay, everything starts on May 9th, but how does it start? When does it start? What actually happens? And so on May 9th, you will get the first video lesson. And pop quiz, how do you get the video? Tell me in the comments, how do you get the video? Because one of the things I want to make sure that you're doing is that you're finding my emails in case they're hiding in your spam folder. So the first video lesson, and there are 4 video lessons, right? So there are 4 video lessons that are listed right up here. And you can see that these currently are locked. But when we get started on May 9th, this will actually unlock. And you are exactly correct, Judy Hayes, that the video lessons come to you via email. So you'll get an email from me at 5 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm in California, and I don't know how many of you are on the East Coast or somewhere in between the West Coast and the East Coast, but you can look up what's called a time zone converter, but I will be sending these out. These will be in, they'll be in my email service provider, and they'll be scheduled to go out at 5 a.m. Pacific, so that for those of you on the East Coast, when you wake up, you can have your cup of coffee, and by 8 a.m., it should be sitting in your inbox, or right around 8 a.m. It should be sitting in your inbox. 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern. When you get the email, there'll be a link inside the email that says, click here to go watch the video. And it's going to take you back to a page that looks very much like this, where this first little box here, which currently has this lock on it. Do you see this? I can scroll way, way in. This will all of a sudden change to, this will be color. There won't be this lock on it. It'll have a big play button. And you'll be able to click on it to play the video. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention to you is it's always really important, especially on the first day, please check your spam folder in case it's hiding in there, because it might be hiding in there. And then after you, of course, you have all day to watch the video. And in fact, you have until the 17th of May to watch these videos. Everything, all of the workshop materials actually comes down on the 17th. So you've got plenty of days to watch the lessons. And then I'm going to be live every day. So I'll be live on the first day on May 9th, and then every day during the course of the workshop. And I'm always live at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. And I won't be live here in this public forum. This is my public Facebook page. I will be live actually in our private Facebook group, Anne's Art Club, because this material is really only for people who've signed up. And so when you sign up, you get a thank you note from me, which I'm going to show you in just a second, that invites you into Anne's Art Club, which is our private Facebook group. Now, another key thing, let me know if as I'm going through this, if I'm going too quickly, and also if you have any questions for clarification, because I am here for you. If you miss any of these live sessions, I will be emailing out the replay. And so the great thing is that I will be sending out the replay to anyone in case you miss the lives. And you will have an opportunity to send me your questions, which will be fantastic. So even if you miss the live, I will answer your questions, and then you can hear the answer when you watch the replay, right? So this I just added, and you can click right here to download the schedule. And so what I did was so I'm going to show you exactly where you can download it, but I want to make sure that you've actually gone through the process of reserving your seat. When you reserve your seat, you come onto a thank you page. And the thank you page basically reminds you that the first lesson is going to come on the 9th, so don't unsubscribe, because you'll miss out on the workshop lessons if you unsubscribe from my email list. And then you need to confirm the fact that you want to be on my email list. And so Leslie, this is a great question. So Leslie wants to know if she's registered for the classes, if she received the email from me today about today's live session. So that does not necessarily mean, Leslie, that you are registered, right? It does not mean that you're registered. You will know that you're registered when you have actually gotten an email from me that asks you to confirm your subscription. And let me stop for a second and come right back online so that I can talk to you specifically about what that means. So the reason that you are going to receive, the first thing you get after you sign up is please confirm your subscription. is because in today's world, we really, really want to make sure that we're being super careful about your privacy. And I want you to know that when you sign up for the workshop, you're joining my email list. Now, you can unsubscribe from my email list after the workshop is over if you don't want to get my weekly blogs, for example, or if you don't want to get additional information on my Academy program or other fun things I do throughout the year. However, to get the material for the workshop, you have to be on my email list. So don't miss that first email, because that first email, there's a blue link in it that says, yes, I agree to subscribe. And the word subscribe can freak people out, right? So when you hear the word subscribe, I think a lot of us, myself included, assume that that means you're going to be paying for something. And you're not paying, right? This is a free workshop. So the word subscription is just cluing you in to the fact that you're joining my email list. And so you have to be on my email list for me to email you the lessons. And then after the workshop is over, if you don't want to get any more emails from me, you can totally unsubscribe. But don't unsubscribe during the time frame from the 9th to the 17th, or you'll miss out. Okay? So I just wanted to really make sure that no one's missing that first email that they get, because then you'll get an email after that that says, congratulations on joining Doodles. There's a super cute Doodles badge that you can download and post on social media if you want. And then you're totally good to go. And so I want any of you guys, and if you're already on my email list, so this is actually really, really important. So Valerie, you might have been in my community for a while. And so if you have, so Valerie, if you've been on my email list before, then you won't get that notification. It's only people who are brand new to my audience and are not already on my email list. So if you got the thank you from me that has the big badge in it that says I've joined Doodles, then you are good to go. If not, sign up again. And go to members.artwithann.com/doodles, sign up again, and then make sure you look in your spam folder for that confirmation. And if you're already subscribed, that's exactly right. So Jackie, thank you. If you're already subscribed, then you will just automatically get my thank you email, right? So Jackie, let me know in the comments if you've signed up and you're already on my email list, then you don't have to subscribe. And you should have gotten an email that said, thank you so much for signing up for Doodles. Download your badge. Everything starts on May 9th. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. Fantastic. And so Jeanette said that she got her badge and she posted it to Facebook. That's fantastic. I really appreciate it. That is outstanding. Thank you so much. And so, yeah, so Terry, it'll be really fun to have you in the program again as well. Everyone is, of course, totally welcome to retake it, and it's brand new. All right, so fantastic. So Jackie is saying that she got it. All right, fantastic. So let me go back to sharing my screen one more time, because there is something else I wanted to mention that's on this thank you page. I had mentioned the fact that the live Q&As are going to be inside my private Facebook group called Ann's Art Club. So you need to click this big red button on the thank you page to ask to join the group. And then my wonderful virtual assistant and community manager, Pauline Riley, will let you in, right? She will let you in. And then what I wanted to also encourage you to do is send the link, members.artwithann.com/doodles, send the link to your friends, right? I will put it in the chat. And thank you, Janelle, for trying to do so. What happens when you type it in is frequently it'll add a bunch of spaces, and then the link actually won't work because there are no spaces in the link. But I think that I just put it in myself, and it says members.artwithann.com/doodles, basically all in one word. And there you have it. You should be able to, oh, fantastic. So Janelle fixed it. You're the best. You're the best. You got it absolutely correct. Fantastic. So I just wanted you to have this link, right? You can grab this link and then send it to a friend and say, hey, come join me in Doodles. It's more fun to do it with a friend. It's more fun to do it with a friend. So now what I wanted to do was, when you're actually on this page, you can download the schedule. And when you click this link, it pops you over into Dropbox. And you'll see a schedule that looks like this. And hello, Kimberly. I'm super excited that you're going to do it again, too. And now it is brand new. It's brand new. So totally new. I think you're going to love it. So here is the schedule. So I want to make sure you can all download it if you want to. You basically can just go to members.orgwithann.com/doodles, scroll down just a little teeny bit, and you'll see that big download the schedule button. You can download it, which is awesome. And I just wanted to make sure that we read this together. I just thought I'd spend a couple of minutes just reading it with you to make sure that it's clear and there isn't anything else you'd like me to add to it. So as I go through this, let me know if you have any questions or if there's something that isn't clear. So on May 9th, video lesson number 1 comes out, and you, so Elizabeth, Elizabeth, the best thing for you to do is just sign up again. And as soon as you sign up, that thank you page will show up that has the link to the Facebook group. And so just sign up again. And then as you're going through the sign up, that sign me up button, literally you're going to see the next page that has that big red button on it, and then just click it to request to join the Facebook group. Okay. So thank you so much. That's awesome. And all right. So May 9th. Let's go here and make sure this is nice and big enough. Is this totally big enough for you guys to see? So May 9th, the first video lesson comes out at 5 a.m. and I put it in red. It comes via email. And that is 5 a.m. Pacific. So Pacific time is California time. So if you're on the East Coast, you add 3 hours. That would be 8 a.m. If you're in the Central, you add 2 hours. So that means it's 7 a.m. And if you're in Mountain Time, that's only 1 hour ahead of me, so that would be 6 a.m. So in other words, all you need to know is it comes out really early in the morning. So check your email and make sure you give it 15 minutes or so, because there's a lot of people signing up for Doodles, so it might take a minute for the email to get to everyone. But essentially, by early in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, you will be able to watch the first video. And as I mentioned, you basically have all the way until the 17th to watch all the videos. They all go away on the 17th, which is listed right here. So if I come back up here, it says the workshop runs through the 17th, right? So make sure you don't forget. Don't email me on the 20th and say, hey, I want to watch the videos, because they will all have come down by then. And okay, so you have between the 9th and the 17th to participate. So the second thing that happens each day is that I'm live to do a Q&A and to dive deeper into the content and really, really dig into what it is, what the opportunities are in surface design and what that might look like for you specifically, so that you can discover your path to success in surface design. And those are always at 10 a.m. Pacific inside Anne's Art Club. And Anne's Art Club, I'm just going to come over here while I'm live with you and go to Facebook. Here, I'm going to come back online while my system is thinking. I have a lot of tabs open right now, but I'm going to show you what Anne's Art Club looks like, just so that you know that you're in the right place if you've already joined it. And the cover image for Anne's Art Club right now is all about just joining me live, because I always like to make sure that people are reminded that I'm live every Wednesday. So this is the Anne's Art Club Facebook group. And you can also, this is also for Elizabeth, if it's easier for you, Elizabeth, to if it's easier for you to just here on Facebook go to the search bar. Do you see where the search bar is here? You can just put Anne's Art Club right up here. Just type it in and then click on it, and then it'll drop you over here and you can click the join button. So of course I'm already joined, so this is gray, but if you haven't joined, it'll be blue and you can click on it. And so my wonderful community manager, who actually is, she's the president of her Rotary Club in the UK. She can't attend right today, but she will, she's going to be the shepherdess extraordinaire during the workshop. She will make sure that everybody knows where they need to be and when they need to be there. And we're welcoming lots and lots of fantastic new members who are joining the workshop inside Anne's Art Club for the past week or so. And so I'm super excited to have you all here. It's very, very exciting. All right, so that's what the Facebook group looks like, just so that you know you've landed in the right place, and that's where the Q&As will be. And so that area that's up at the top, right, that sort of the cover image, I'll make sure that that tells you I'm live at 10 Pacific, because that's the time I'm going to be live essentially every day during the workshop. Does that make sense? So let me go back to the schedule again so that we can just go through it, because I am also opening enrollment to my Pattern Design Academy program at the end of the workshop. So you're going to get into a really nice rhythm on Monday the 9th, on Tuesday the 10th, and on Wednesday the 11th. It's going to feel very, very similar, right? You're going to get a video in the morning. There's going to be a Q&A in the afternoon, and remember, the Q&As are all going to be recorded just like this, just like what I'm doing right now, so that if you miss it, you still can send in your questions to me, and I'll be able to answer them while I'm live, and then I'll email you the replay, so you won't miss anything. Now, lesson number 4 also comes out at 5 a.m. Pacific via email, and when we have this live Q&A, we're going to dive into the content of lesson 4, but I'm also going to tell you that that enrollment is open for my Academy program. I will be greeting, I'm so excited to greet a new group of students to the class of May 2022. And so once we sort of complete the workshop here, you still have an entire week to watch everything. And but I'm going to give you a sneak peek into the Pattern Design Academy, and that again will be at 10 a.m. Then we're going to take the weekend off, and then we're going to do a live stream with some Academy alumni on Monday the 16th. And then I'm going to talk to you about the amazing set of brand new bonuses that are a part of the class of May 2022. And again, that will also be at 10 a.m. And then enrollment closes. The workshop is over, right? So there's a blank space in here because all of the workshop material comes down, because we're preparing for the welcome celebration for the new members of the class of May 2022. And I hope that many of you will join us in the Pattern Design Academy. And our kickoff celebration will be at 10 a.m. on Friday. So I'm hoping that let me come back on screen. So I'm hoping that you now have the whole roadmap, right? You have the whole roadmap for how the workshop is going to work, and also how much fun it's going to be, right? How much fun it's going to be. And so Christine, so let me know, Christine, do you mean how long is so the workshop lasts until the 17th? The entire workshop, right? So I don't know if that's your question. So let me know, Christine, in the comments. You said, hi, can you tell us how long the workshops will last? So if you mean the video lessons, each video lesson is about 15 minutes, right? So that's a great question. And so each of the video lessons that you get, it's about 15 to 20 minutes long. And then when I'm on live, my live will last at least an hour. 45 minutes to an hour. I know you're all busy, right? I know you're all busy, and I don't want to waste anybody's time. But most likely, I know I've already recorded the videos. So the video lessons are between 15 minutes and 20 minutes. And then the live broadcasts, when I'm diving deeper into the content and answering your questions, I want those to be really meaty and really engaging, and want you to get your questions answered. And so those will probably be an hour long. Those are the ones that take place at 10 a.m. live inside Anne's Art Club. So great, great question, Christine. Thank you very much for asking it. That answered my question. Fantastic. And I do indeed. So, Kat, I absolutely talk about the difference between Photoshop and Illustrator. And I talk about the difference between the two programs, the pros and cons of each, and we'll dive into it. And so The Pattern Design Academy program is all about Illustrator, because Illustrator is the de facto program that most companies require, because you're able to enlarge your work without it becoming pixelated. And Photoshop, since it's for photographers mainly, or that's why it was started as a fantastic program for photographers. You know, if you use it all the time, that if you enlarge something in Photoshop, it's going to become out of focus. And obviously you don't want that when you're creating something like this beautiful blouse pattern. You want to make sure that it's going to be absolutely crisp and clear. And so that is what Illustrator allows us to do, because it creates actually a digital version, a vectorized version. It creates a vectorized version of your artwork. And that allows it, because it's actually dots and points that connect to each other, anchor points and lines. It allows, it's kind of like rubber bands. It allows you to enlarge as much as you possibly want for all kinds of different applications, like for a duvet cover, for example, and your design stays completely pristine. And so that's a great, great question. Okay. All right, so I'm glad that you guys are all looking forward to it, and there will be a replay. So absolutely. So Paola, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. There'll be a replay of this broadcast. It will be available right here on this Facebook page after I finish broadcasting, and then I'm also going to send it out to everyone who signed up for Doodles to make sure that if you missed it and you're working, that you got this replay of today's session, because I got a lot of emails this morning from people saying, I'm going to miss it, I'm at work, I want to make sure I get the replay. And so do not worry, I will send it out to everybody. Okay, all right, so let's see, who's got questions? Otherwise, I will let you go. So let's see, so Leslie said, I accidentally deleted myself and just got back online. Do we have to have certain online programs before this class on the 9th? You do not. You do not need to have any programs. You do not need to have any programs. So this is an opportunity for you to explore this whole concept of surface design, to totally understand how and why people are actually create careers in surface design, what all the different options are for you as a surface designer, and specifically what how you can think about it through the lens of your own creative work, your own creative journey. Because my goal is for you to discover your path to success in surface design, and you're unique. And so the way you're going to want to approach it, and the way you're going to want to both the type of artwork you're going to want to create and the type of products you're going to want to put those designs on, is going to be completely unique for each and every one of you. And that is one of the things that that's one of the things that gets me out of bed in the morning, is learning about you and finding out what you want to do and supporting you and being your Obi-Wan Kenobi, right? Being your guide, so that you can make progress more quickly towards those goals and towards achieving those goals. And so that's awesome. And fantastic. So, Dale, I'm not going to be doing technical training, and so there aren't going to be any cheat sheets, because I'm not going to do technical training. I'm going to talk about surface design and the opportunities in surface design, so that we can really start to brainstorm about, why do you want to be a surface designer? What type of surface designer do you want to be? And specifically, there's a workbook. So instead of a cheat sheet, you're going to get this beautiful multi-page workbook that we're going to cover in lessons, and I'm going to be prompting you to answer a bunch of questions, so that you, as an artist or as a creative, because I know a lot of us we don't consider ourselves artists. We are creative. We're very creative, but we're all like hung up. We can't use the word artist, because that means we're Picasso, and obviously we're not Picasso. There was only one Picasso. So I have a hard time calling myself an artist, but I am a creative. And so the workbook is going to help you determine what type of creative work you want to do, and what industries might be best suited for that artwork, how you might then pursue getting your artwork actually into those industries, so that your designs are on real products for everyday use. And that is the magic of surface design, because the industry is huge, because almost every product you can think of has some type of design on it that someone actually drew or painted. So I'm super, super excited about it. All right. And so thank you, Janelle, for saying that I'm an artist. I still have a really hard time saying that word myself. And I like to call myself a creative entrepreneur. And I'm very comfortable with that kind of name for myself as opposed to calling myself an artist. But you were very sweet to say so. Okie dokie. So who has any other questions? Otherwise, it's almost 12:30, and I always like to try to keep these to about a half an hour because I know you're busy. So I will let you go. But I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'm so incredibly excited that so many of you were able to join me live today. And also, if you're watching the replay, I'm super excited to have you in the workshop as well. You know the process to go through to sign up, right? You go to members.artwithann.com/doodles. As soon as you sign up, the very next page, don't go too fast, right? Slow down. On the very next page, it tells you that you can click to join the Facebook group. So don't miss that. And then also make sure, if you're not already on my email list, that you go search in your spam or your promotions folder for that. Please confirm my subscription. And again, you're not paying for anything. It's a subscription to my email list so that I can send you the lessons and I can send you all the replays. All right? Fantastic. All right, so fantastic. So Christine, it's wonderful to see you. I'm so excited. She said, thank you. This was my first time with you. I am excited about the workshops. Fantastic. I am super excited to get to know you. And it's always really, really fun when brand new people come into my universe. And, my dear, dear friend and one of my original students, Kathleen Lambert, has called my universe #Ann's Universe. And you are all so welcome to #Ann's Universe. It's a very beautiful place to be because you are all in it. And so I cannot wait to see you when the workshop starts. And hello, Deb. It's great to see you too as a first timer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Barb, it's lovely to see Barb. So one of the great things about #Ann's Universe is I actually get to know you. And so I recognize Barb's name. I haven't actually seen Barb live in a little while, but I know she's out there still paying attention and still doing things within Ann's Universe. And so Barb, it's lovely to see you. And so all of you who are brand new, whose names I haven't memorized yet, I will get there. I will get there, and I cannot wait to get to know you, get to know specifically what you would like to do in surface design, because the workshop is all about how to discover your path to success in surface design, because it will be unique to you. And I cannot wait. All right. No, it's totally fine, Barb. Of course you're busy. We're all super, super busy. And thankfully, things are kind of getting back to normal. And so people are getting busy again in a good way, in a really, really good way. And so I hope that you're healthy and happy and that the busyness is a good thing. All right. So I'm going to let you go. And so I'm going to let you go. And everything starts on Monday. And so watch your email early in the morning and check your spam folder and make sure that you remember it comes out at 5 a.m. Pacific. That is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, and give it a half an hour. Don't freak out if at 8:30 you still don't have it. Just refresh your email system and you should have it. And then I'll be live again with our first Q&A session on Monday inside Ann's Art Club. All right. And so let's see. So let me just look at what Leslie has to say. Only a welcome email, but nothing about joining a page or confirming. So that must mean, Leslie, that you're already on my email list. And so if you got the welcome email that has the welcome email that has the big badge that says I've joined Doodles, which you can download, then you are good to go. And you're good to go. All right. And so you're probably already on my email list. And you may, sometimes you do these things and you don't realize that you've done them. And so that's a good thing. And so I'm excited that Valentina is also signed up. And fantastic. All right, cool. So you're good. You're good. You're good. So Leslie said that she has the badge. It had the badge. It has the badge. Fantastic. And it's okay to be worried. I totally understand. You don't want to miss anything. You don't want to miss anything. So don't worry. Next week, if anybody's missing anything, we'll get it all sorted. But in the meantime, I'm very, very excited to be here. And I'm excited to have each and every one of you here. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I always like to say in closing that I am Anne LaFollette, and it's never too late to create. Bye for now, and I'll see you in the workshop.